April 22nd, 2022, Hamilton, New Jersey police get a call about a possible drunk driver. When they arrive, they find a man sprawled out on the street, laying in his own piss with his pants down. The officers that arrive on scene mock the drunken man because, he's laying in the street with his pants down in his own piss. One of the officers gets inside of the drunken fool's truck and notices something that makes the officers completely change their demeanor. A badge. That's right, the drunken slob that they just found laying on the ground with his pants down is 46-year-old police chief Brian Peace. He's the chief of Bordentown, just south of Hamilton, where these officers found him. You would think that the Hamilton police officers would deal with this the same as any other drunken slob found in the street with their pants down in front of children. But no, they turned off their body cams, and nobody knows what happened after that. There's no body cam footage for about 45 minutes, and then the cameras come back on with the drunken police chief in the back of an ambulance. There's not just one story here, there's two. A police chief so drunk that he's laying in the street in his own piss with his pants down in a residential neighborhood where children are present. But let's please not ignore the fact that every single Hamilton police officer on scene decided to turn off their cameras to try to cover up the sloppy behavior of a police chief from a neighboring town. They were clearly disgusted by him while they mocked him before they figured out who he was. But all of a sudden, once they determined that he was a hero, he could do no wrong and needed protecting. Here's the 3.5 minutes of body cam footage from an almost hour-long interaction. Contact information for both police departments are in the description below.
Hmm. 716 dispatch.
16.
Gonna be New Jersey registration. Red pickup. Should come back to Silverado.
That's correct.
Keys in the middle of the road, cell phone in the middle of the road.
Oh. Did you... Hi, what happened to your face? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Like 5. One dispatch. Can you start EMS for a 35-year-old male with a head laceration? There in the back. Probably took a little spill.
What the fuck is that? Pissed on his tire and then took a spill.
710. Are you out with? I got her on the phone now. She's highly uncooperative. 10-4, yes we are. Yeah.
You got a name?
What's the problem? You're sleeping in the middle of the road. No. Well,
Your pants are down.
No.
Are you diabetic?
Not at all.
Probably the wrong answer.
Wallet in the car? Oh. So, Brian, so what's happening now is right now you're going to be placed on arrest for suspicion of DUI. Alright, you're going to go to the hospital, and we're going to do a blood draw. Alright, there's been several calls, and another caller that saw you get out of the car and walk to the back. Alright, so this officer is going to hop on the rig with you. You're going to go over to RWJ.
I drove somewhere.
I don't know. You didn't tell me that. I'm saying that there's been other callers that I've seen you driving, getting out of the car.
Driving anywhere.
Okay, who was driving?
No one was driving anywhere tonight.
Okay. Just wait for him to come over and then.
The police chief has been put on restricted duty in the department. I honestly don't know what that actually means. But I do know that he's still receiving his full pay and benefits. I called the Hamilton Police Department to see what's being done with the officers that turned off their body cameras to cover up what was going on. They refused to give me any information or even let me know if the officers were being disciplined for turning off their body cameras. It appears that the entire department is trying to cover for the officers that covered for the chief of police. Since I was unable to get answers to divulge to you, their contact information is in the description below if you'd like to reach out to them yourself and get questions answered.